I've never seen an organization more committed to self-imploding than the WNBA.
Brittney Griner didn't expect what was about to happen. One moment, she was walking off the court after fouling out in a game against Caitlin Clark, reportedly saying something under her breath that quickly sparked intense reactions online. Soon after, Riley Gaines, a swimmer with no direct connection to basketball, responded strongly. Her reaction quickly gained attention and spread across the sports world. Griner may have assumed she could leave the moment behind after the game, but Gaines' response turned it into a much bigger public discussion, drawing widespread attention and debate.
Looks to me like she is saying trash and then calling Caitlin Clark a bleep white girl.
The situation began after a highly talked about game between the Indiana Fever and the Atlanta Dream. During the broadcast, cameras appeared to catch Brittney Griner saying something as she walked off the court. Clips of the moment quickly spread online, with people slowing down the footage, zooming in, and attempting to lip-read what was said. While some initially thought she might have said, "whack call," many viewers claimed it looked like something more controversial. However, these interpretations remain speculative, as there's no confirmed or verified statement about exactly what was said.
Okay, look, again, I'm not a rocket scientist. If she doesn't say trash, effing white girl, I don't know what to tell you.
The moment became even bigger because it involved Caitlin Clark, who many believe has significantly boosted the WNBA's popularity through increased ticket sales, media attention, and merchandise revenue. Despite the growing controversy, the WNBA did not immediately respond. There were no official statements, questions, or visible investigation at the time. That silence is what prompted Riley Gaines to speak out strongly. She stepped into the conversation with a direct and forceful reaction, something she's become known for, especially given her past involvement in high-profile public debates.
Something I didn't have on my bucket list. Simone Biles and Riley Gaines going at it over a transgender athlete.
Riley Gaines has faced major public controversies before, so situations like this aren't new to her. However, in this case, she argued that there seemed to be a pattern, suggesting that the league was treating players differently. She criticized what she viewed as inconsistency from the WNBA, claiming that the league tends to respond quickly when negative comments involve players like Angel Reese or Brittney Griner, often issuing statements or launching reviews. In contrast, she questioned why there appeared to be no immediate response regarding the situation involving Caitlin Clark, despite a widely circulated video clip. Gaines argued that if the roles were reversed, the reaction from the league might have been much stronger. Her comments added fuel to an already growing debate about fairness, consistency, and how the league handles high-profile incidents.
The league would very much not be okay with a white player saying fucking black girl, but because the league is 60+% black, that makes it okay for a black player to say fucking white girl in anger.
The reaction, some argued, could have been much more intense if the situation involved a different player. Critics suggested that sponsors might have pulled back and major outlets like ESPN could have given the story extensive coverage. They often point to examples like Ja Morant, where the NBA acted quickly following widely publicized incidents. However, supporters of Riley Gaines say her concerns go beyond just interpreting a short video clip. She has argued that there's a broader issue of consistency, claiming that major organizations sometimes emphasize fairness publicly, but don't always apply it evenly. In this case, she openly questioned how the WNBA handled the situation involving Brittney Griner and Caitlin Clark. Rather than accepting alternate explanations circulating in media discussions, Gaines encouraged people to review the footage themselves and draw their own conclusions. Her response intensified the debate, with some agreeing with her criticism and others pushing back, emphasizing that interpretations of the clip remain unconfirmed and open to debate.
Now, imagine if Caitlin Clark said the inverse of this. It would be reprehensible, condemned, and understandably so.
Riley Gaines emphasized that people should rely on the available footage rather than speculation or conflicting interpretations. In her view, the issue wasn't just about a single comment, but about how situations are handled depending on who is involved. She argued that the WNBA has, in other instances, acted quickly when allegations were raised, such as concerns brought up by Angel Reese regarding fan behavior. by reviewing the situation and issuing public responses. In contrast, Gaines questioned why there appeared to be less urgency in addressing the moment involving Brittney Griner and Caitlin Clark, especially given that video clips were circulating online. It's important to note, however, that interpretations of the footage remain unverified and no official confirmation has been made about what was said. The broader debate has since centered on consistency, accountability, and how leagues respond to high-profile controversies.
Just a reminder, this is who Joe Biden traded for the Russian merchant of death. So many WNBA players hate Caitlin Clark so much when she is the best thing that could have happened to the league.
The situation escalated further behind the scenes when the media outlet Outkick reportedly requested press access to ask Brittney Griner directly about the incident. According to reports, the request was denied, with the WNBA citing limited space. This decision drew criticism from some commentators who questioned whether the reasoning was justified for a major professional league. It also added to claims that the league was being selective in how it handled media access during the controversy. Riley Gaines then amplified the issue by openly criticizing what she described as a double standard. Her comments reached a wider audience, bringing attention even from people who don't follow women's basketball. She also referenced Brittney Griner's past high-profile situation involving her detention in Russia and subsequent return to the United States in a prisoner exchange that included Victor Bout. Gaines argued that these factors made the situation even more controversial in the eyes of some observers. Overall, her remarks intensified the broader debate, drawing attention to issues of media access, public accountability, and how high-profile athletes are treated during controversies.
To get her back,
The
or the
merchant
American
of
soul.
death.
The merchant of death, an arms dealer that wanted to kill American citizens, according to the reports.
Critics argued that the situation raised questions about accountability, especially given Brittney Griner's already high-profile public image. They questioned whether a similar incident in another league would have been handled more aggressively. For comparison, some pointed to how the NBA typically responds to controversies, often acting quickly when issues gain public attention. Under Commissioner Adam Silver, the league has a reputation for launching prompt reviews in high-visibility situations. The argument being made was that if a comparable moment had occurred under those circumstances, it might have triggered a faster and more formal response.
Effective immediately, I am banning Mr. Sterling for life from any association with the Clippers organization or the NBA.
Some critics framed the situation as a missed opportunity for the WNBA, especially given the rising impact of Caitlin Clark. She has been widely credited with increasing attendance, viewership, and overall interest in the league. From that perspective, commentators like Riley Gaines argued that the league should be more consistent in how it handles controversies involving high-profile players. Gaines criticized what she saw as a lack of transparency, suggesting that instead of addressing concerns directly, the league appeared to avoid engaging publicly. She also pointed to past situations, such as discussions surrounding fan behavior allegations, as examples where the league responded more actively. In contrast, she questioned why the incident involving Brittney Griner and Clark did not appear to prompt a similarly visible response, despite widespread online attention. Overall, her comments contributed to a broader debate about consistency, communication, and how professional leagues manage public controversies, particularly when video clips circulate but remain open to interpretation. The WNBA has thrived thanks to lead Caitlin Clark, American basketball player, drawing massive audiences and boosting revenue. Yet when Brittney Griner accountability and protecting its own narrative, Riley Gaines